Hello, guys. The article from Indian Express I'm taking is India can attract FDI. The harder task is retaining it. It has been written by Manoj Pant ji and M. Rahul ji. Pant ji is visiting professor at Shivnadar University and Rahul is assistant professor at Institute of Economic Growth. So, see, India, it attracted gross FDI of $94.53 billion in 2025-26. So it encourages for an economy that wants to become a global manufacturing hub. After accounting for outflows, the net FDI is only $7.65 billion. Barely 8% of gross inflows. And if this was a temporary fluctuation, it would be problematic. The trend is structural. CFDI has long been regarded as the most desirable form of external capital for developing economies. External capital. Unlike portfolio flows, which can enter and exit quickly in search of short-term gains, FDI is for long-term confidence. I hope you guys know the difference between FPI and FDI. It brings capital, technology, managerial expertise, and access to global markets. Capital, technology, managerial expertise, and access to global markets. See, that is why net FDI matters more than the gross figure. It captures what remains after disinvestment and outward investments. Now, in 2020 to 21, India's net FDI inflows were around $44 billion, equivalent to 54% of gross inflows. Over next 4 years, they fell and it became around $1 billion in year 2024 to 25, and there was a recovery in 2025 to 26. So more worrying is the scale of foreign investor exists. How they exist they exit from the country, and global conditions they play a role. Higher interest rates, weaker growth, higher rate of interest, weaker growth, all these things have dampened investment flows across the world. So India's net FDI inflows declined by around 39% between 2021 and 24. So there is China plus one strategy which helps explain why. Multinationals they sought to diversify supply chains away from China. Many expected India to be a major beneficiary. Yet the gains have been more modest than anticipated. Now the reason lies in India's limited integration of India into global value chains in areas where China dominates. The sectors that have benefited most from supply chain diversification are electronic sector, electrical machinery, mechanical equipment, automobiles. India has made progress in electronics, especially in electronics. India has made progress. So these incentives have particularly helped firms like Apple, Samsung. Now the larger challenge is developing domestic supplier networks and component manufacturing ecosystems that anchor production locally. So this is the larger challenge. India's current account has long remained in deficit, making stable capital inflows essential. Now, pressure on the rupee and periodic intervention by RBI underline that reality. Gross FDI numbers may appear healthy, but when a growing share simultaneously leaves the country, the cushion becomes much thinner than it seems. So India's challenge is no longer simply attracting FDI, it is retaining it. कि वो टिका रहे FDI इंडिया में. They don't exit. That requires a predictable, these terms you need to know very well. Predictable policy environment, greater investor confidence, deeper integration into global value chains, investors are still coming to India. The concern is that many are also finding reasons to leave. So we need to focus on these things: predictable policy environment, greater investor confidence, deeper integration to global value chains. That. Thank you.